Alright, we're here with a Korg M3, and we're going to talk a little bit about how to make beats with a Korg M3. The Korg M3 is very similar to a Korg Triton. Alright, it has the touch screen here, and you can use these pads, and you can store sounds on these pads and use them to sequence. So instead of just tapping out rhythms with the keys, you can also use these pads. Also, it has mixing here. You can do your own mixing with using these sliders. These sliders can control your parameters. Alright? So, let's get started and let's design a pattern with the sequencer. First of all, what we do is we get a new song. Alright? You click on New Song here, and a pop-up menu comes up. Let's do Song 48. It says, "Are you sure?" Yes. Now, Song 48 is ready to go. Let's start with our first track. Track 1. Alright? Whatever track you designate here is the track you're going to be recording with. So, for instance, if we're going to record first with track 1, let's set it for track 1. Next, we pick our sound by clicking on this. It's going to be on track 1. It's not going to be on track 1 here, alright? We're recording on track 1. If we went up here and set it for track 2, we would then get our, set the sound for track 2 by clicking on that button. But we're not doing track 2 right now, we're doing track 1. So, next, we pick our sound here on track 1. Here is your different instrument families there. Bass, guitar, woodwinds, brass, vocals, strings, bell, organ, keyboard, and on this side you have a lot of different synths up here, like synthesizer sounds, effect sounds. Your drums is right there. Okay? So, first, why don't we pick the drums? I'll pick a hip-hop kit. Now, as you see here, track 1 is good for drums, because we decided that we wanted to have drums on track 1. Next, I want to make sure that my quantizer is set. I want it set right now for 16 notes. My tempo, I use my windy knob, or I can use the keypad to set the tempo, or I can use the knob. The tempo knob is a good way to set your tempo. I'm going to set my tempo for 88. I did that with a knob. Now I think we're good to go. Let's find out what we're going to play. I'm going to play the drums on track 1. Start with a kick. I'll do a snare too, so I'll do the kick and the snare on one track. Alright? Basically, we go over here to the sequencer, we press record. Now you're going to hear a steady click. We're not recording yet, but it's basically telling you where the click is going to be. Alright? Now once I press start, it's going to give me 2 bars, because I have it set for 2 bars lead-in time. And then I get going right after those 2 bars. So check out how it goes. I hit the button. Listen. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. Now we basically press stop, locate to bring it back to the beginning. And let's listen to what we did by pressing play. Now, I'm going to go back here and I'm going to set it for track 2. I'm going to go to here on my track 2 sound, and I'm going to get a new instrument. Maybe I'll get some strings. Let's try that. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. All right. So now we have 2 tracks. Let's hear what that sounds like. Next, we're going to go to track 3, and so on. There's a lot of different things you can do. I got a nice little bell there. All right, so here's our track. And that's basically how you make beats with the M3. Here, you have 16 tracks. This is 1 through 8, and then to get to 9 through 16, you click on this tab. Now this is 9 through 16. Go back to access your 1 through 8. Click on the tab. There you go, 1 through 8. Then you can go into your mixer here, click on the mixer tab, 1 through 8. And then you can use your sliders. You can use your sliders to adjust the sound. It's a very nifty machine.